It's your boy ConcertViz34, and today I just wanted to review my experience of listening to Lockn, not being there, but listening to Lockn throughout this past weekend. I have known of Lockn since about 2014. The main reason being that the Allman Brothers played their last kind of big festival was I believe Lockn. I remember hearing that they were going to be there, and a couple other bands that were popular at the time were going to be there. So I've heard of it. I've listened to sets and watched them on YouTube from people that have posted those sets on YouTube, but I never really delved into the entire weekend like I did this past weekend. He had Thursday, a week ago, Thursday, August 23rd, all the way to Sunday, August 26th. And this was an amazing soundtrack to my weekend. Now, listen to Lockn a couple different ways. I have a Sirius XM trial that I have this deal where I get I think it's like 3 months for, it was like $1 something. And really, that's with my fandom of Dave Matthews Band. I signed up for that to continue to listen through in August. And I happened to need that because I had plans throughout the weekend. 9-mile runs, going to the store, going to cookouts and fantasy football drafts throughout the weekend. But when I was on these drives, driving 45 minutes to a cookout, driving 30 minutes to a fantasy football draft, I had Lockn on Sirius XM. And if I was back at the crib, I did a mixture of both. I was listening to the audio only, because the Sirius XM stream it was the best. The audio only was the best way that I listened to it personally. But I wanted to see some of the video, so I switched to video at times. But it was an amazing weekend. And why things clicked for me this year more than ever is because I'm starting to understand a lot of the bands that are still frequenting the stage towards the top of the bill, the more main stage acts. Humphreys McGee, Tedeschi Trucks Band, and Dead & Company are 3 bands that in the last couple years I've started to really see them live frequently. And because of that, when you get to the end of these sets every night, except Widespread Panic, which I've heard a lot of, and I have my friend got me some of these recordings he bought for Widespread and some tapers. So I've also been in them. But for Dead & Co., Humphreys, and Tedeschi Trucks, I understand these bands a lot more than in 2014 when I started seeing things about Lockn. So it really was a highlight. This tour was a highlight of the first half of my year, because I saw Dead & Company, I saw Tedeschi Trucks Band, I saw Humphreys, all in the calendar year of 2018. And to see them come to this stage, awesome rotating stage, it was nice to see them get this shine with other fans that may not be full diehard Humphreys fans or Widespread fans or Dead & Co. fans. They're there for other bands, but they just enjoy the greatness of Jake Cunninger from Humphreys McGee or Derek Trucks of Tedeschi Trucks. And to see all of them throughout the weekend, to see them collab. One of the things I said on my Twitter was, bro, I'm getting Derek Trucks and Jake Cunninger at the same time on Whole Lotta Love, okay? And you have Jason Bonham, the son of a Zeppelin OG, coming in on drums. It was nice to see the collabs, and that's what this festival is about. But it's nice to see how these guys collab on stage, and just everyone's open to just doing stuff that's planned, like Branford with Dead & Co., and things that may be somewhat unplanned, like Derek Trucks just hopping on to Humphreys, to Branford hopping on to Tedeschi Trucks. It was an amazing experience to hear these things live. Some of the things that surprised me, I'll start off first with the foundation of funk. I mean, these guys are all legends, but this is from an era that I was not alive in. And I have a lot of, I took a couple to my right. I have about 60 vinyls that my dad gave me, because he doesn't really use these anymore. And I know Stevie, okay? I know my Stevie Wonder, Woman in Red, Hotter Than July. I got a bunch over there as well. But then I just picked up all these random things. SOS Band. I got Switch. I mean, I have all sorts of random stuff. Xavier. Like, these are stuff that I'm just combing through. And I say that to say this. To hear the music of the Meters, George Porter, and many other guests, and then to see John Mayer, when to see other people pop in from Dead and Company, pretty much the heart and soul of Dead and Company on stage with these guys killing it, that shocked me. Just to see everyone all up there and see how amazing these people are. And now I'm gonna go back and listen to more of the Meters. I think I have a couple in my room because I have about 80 to 100 vinyls in the crib that my dad, he bought them and he doesn't really use them anymore. So I'm educating myself on, it's a lot of R&B, a lot of funk, and a lot of George Clinton and P-Funk, which was also there as well. George Clinton and P-Funk were right before Widespread. So I'm educating myself on this, and then I get the foundation of funk, which is just awesome. And then Sheryl Crow, I only know the joint that I Want to Soak Up the Sun. I mean, and that she was dating Lance Armstrong for a minute. That's all I know about her. I know she's been at this festival before, but I didn't realize how talented of a guitar player she was listening to the stream. That impressed me. I mean, I thought she was just one of those pop acts, and I'm not saying, like, that's not to knock just women, because there's dudes like that too. There's more mainstream, or at one time mainstream popular kind of pop or country acts that the dude with the guitar that's lead singing is there for singing. They're not really talented guitar players. She was shredding a bit there and had an amazing band behind her. So I thought that was cool to see her showcase her talent, because I really, again, all I know is that I Want to Soak Up the Sun, whatever that joint is. That's all I know. But to hear her play other stuff, that was pretty cool. But, you know, I was definitely shocked by that. And then the Widespread Margot Price. This is just what shocked me. Not what I already know, like Dead and Company kills it, not Humphreys kills it. Lettuce is amazing. Tedeschi Trucks is one of the best touring bands out there. They take you to church, they take you to the bayou, they take you to Americana, they take you to bluegrass, take you to a little bit of country, take you everywhere. All right, shocked me. I apologize, I just got a phone call on the device I'm recording on, but it really shocked me of how Sheryl Crow showed her talent in the foundations of funk. Now, the highlight sets, Dead and Co with Branford was amazing. Widespread was amazing, but I think the foundation of funk, J-Rad with not J-Rad, although they were amazing too. And just a quick side note, as I can't organize a video like this in a complete order, they sounded like the Allman Brothers. I tweeted on Twitter, I was like, I thought J-Rad, Joe Russo's Almost Dead, their first night, I almost thought they were Joe Russo's almost Allman Brothers band. They had a little jam at the beginning of their set. I'm like, fam, are they just gonna cover the Allman Brothers all night? Like, it was really cool. It was really groovy and you know, Allman like. So they did not disappoint for both nights. But I think the foundation of funk little thing, Dead and Co with Branford, and then even Lettuce celebrating the Jerry Garcia band, and then having their guests that they had. Those were three things that I was just like, whoa. I know how amazing these people are, as far as, you know, Lettuce and also the members like John Mayer and the Dead that were there. And I know Dead and Company's amazing, but it was great to get those surprises from Lockn. So I was very happy. I'm a very skeptical festival person. I'm an eclectic music listener. My jogs will have pop like Bastille. They will have hip hop like DMX, Jay-Z. They will have rock and roll, alternative of Linkin Park, Incubus. I'll have Zeppelin. All these songs, Elton John. I have all these artists on the same playlist that I run with. But at the same time, I don't like how eclectic and disconnected mainstream festivals are, and how it's like you have this and that and this and that, and you just really separate acts. But this stage, the Lockn stage, flows first of all because they rotate the stage, which is pretty cool, and then you have people just all collabing. It's just like a long jam session in the middle of the woods, and I thought that it was very fun to listen to this. Not the whole day. I didn't have time all day, but just popping in and out in between stuff I was doing. Shout out to Pigeons playing ping pong. I didn't catch their set because I was at the cookout that I was at, but they're amazing too, and they're a band that they play. My friends go to Wormtown up there in Greenfield, Mass, and that's where they started from there in other smaller festivals and smaller touring, and now they're blowing up. They've been to Lockn a couple times here. So shout out to them as well. But this festival, man, next year I'm definitely going to be more engaged. I'm going to clear more time to listen to much more. And you know what? I got to figure out a way to get down here. Whether it's 2019, 2020, I really got to find a way to get out, because I'm not intrigued by other festivals, but the way that all these bands I like are just generally humble bands. There's no superstars. They're just humble musicians for a weekend. They're sitting in, they're listening to each other, they're supporting each other. I really can't think of something that would bring me into festivals like Lockn. I hate flat standing areas. I don't like the mainstream festivals where you're fighting with other fans for, just to hear one or two bands, and you go to the back and the front. I really don't like those environments, and you pay all this money and only like half the bill. This is a festival where everything that I'm listening to, I would probably enjoy, and then 60% of the festival, I know these artists fairly well. So I'll figure out a way to definitely enjoy this entire weekend next year more. And maybe, hey, I think I got a family reunion that's tentative for next summer. If it's around Lockn time, I'll make it a vacation. So shout out to the creators of Lockn. Shout out to all those people that volunteer for Lockn. And it's an amazing weekend, and it's just something that is special for me. It made my weekend better, and I was around all people that I care and love about all weekend. But this is the music I love. This is the music that I care about, and these experiences educate me. I don't know everything. I'm still overwhelmed by the musics that I've branched out to. I don't know every Grateful Dead song. I'm just learning about Widespread, MF Panic over the last couple of years. I've listened to Humphrey and been to about 4 or 5 shows, but I'm still learning about them. But I'm opening my ears. I'm taking notes from my own guitar playing, and I'm just enjoying what I was able to feast on. I got spiritually fed, or musically fed, I would say, from Lockn. So shout out to the whole festival, all those who came down there as musicians. To humble yourselves. It's not a VIP, you're with the people, and with the other musicians, and they all love each other. So shout out to this event. Shout out to SiriusXM and even like Ben and Jerry's and everyone who made that live stream possible. For people to see it for free that couldn't attend, couldn't afford it. Maybe you have issues, you're in surgery, you can't walk well, and you can't make it out there. They spread the love across coast to coast. People watching from all over the country and world. It's your boy ConcertViz34. If you like what you see, definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ConcertViz34, same spelling as this page at ConcertViz34. That's all I got for today. I'm never organized. I have no idea what I'm planning out for some of these videos. I just speak from the heart mostly, with a couple bullet points that actually are in order. But it's your boy ConcertViz34, and I'm out.